While I'm bringing back some of my video concepts from years ago, I might as well bring back one of my more controversial video topics. Great rap songs by bad rappers, aka rap songs I personally like from rappers that I personally don't, but that title wouldn't be as catchy and compact. This is all just my own opinion, yada yada yada, and oh, by the way, new profile picture for the channel, it actually has my face in it now. So maybe people will stop clicking on my channel expecting the videos to have no commentary from an actual person in them. Anyway, we're straying further and further away from the topic at hand here, so this is CDTV, and let's get into some more great rap songs by bad rappers, all in my opinion.
Moved a fam to LA and got a new life. I provide for everybody, so I move right. I do this for my family.
Last year, YBN Nahmir dropped the fabled Visionland with songs like the infamous Soul Train and Wake Up.
If I gave you all my love, I say, would that make you happy, baby? Would that make you happy? Wake up, get my dick sucked, and I pull off in that Bentley truck.
But the very first track on Visionland had me thinking that I was possibly in for a surprisingly decent album, and it's this one about Dom Toretto's favorite subject, family. This is legitimately a good song to me. I'd listen to this. The beat has this wonderful, soulful sound to it, which Nahmir thankfully decides to rap and not sing over, and the subject matter feels pretty heartfelt, with Nahmir rapping about the pain that he feels from losing friends, and using the position that he's in to help provide for his family financially. Dolla features on it for the chorus, and he was the perfect choice for it with his angelic singing. The bad Dolla hooks exist. They might, but I don't think I've heard one. You're not going to hear the most wordy or unique or lyrical verses on here, but I think YBN Nahmir's very straightforward style of rapping on this song works perfectly for what it is. It's straight to the point and it connects. It's a shame the rest of the album was a pretty sharp decline from this, but I still think this opening track is worth mentioning as a very solid YBN Nahmir song.
I'm like, nigga, that's a lot.
Armed and dangerous. Suck ass niggas can't bang with us. Angel dust.
If I put out a great rap songs by bad rappers video, or a rap songs ruined by the features video, or a rap song saved by the features video, chances are pretty high that French Montana is going to be making an appearance under a less than favorable context. So it's far from a secret that I personally don't think he's a good rapper, but his last album, They Got Amnesia, had quite a few songs that exceeded my rather low expectations, with Stuck in the Jungle being possibly the best one. It might be cheating a little bit to include a song here where the features handle the majority of the song rather than the rapper in question, the quote-unquote bad rapper. But regardless, I think this is actually a strong and entertaining verse from a rapper like French Montana, who I usually feel like lacks charisma. Starting off interpolating Biggie's flow from Notorious Thugs was a great move because Biggie flowed amazingly on that, so using that flow just sounds nice. And the verse doesn't lack much after French transitions into using more of his own flows. The production from Hitmaker and French Montana himself, he had a hand in the production on this one, really helps out as well because the beat switches up slightly every few bars and it keeps things exciting and makes French adapt his own flow to it.
Well, I'm still here. What is the mission? You know, I sit and I wonder. He speaks to my dog in a couple of months cause somebody tell him I love him.
Pop Smoke on the hook was great, and Lil Durk with his verse at the start is honestly one of my favorite ones that I've heard from him so far, with just that perfect mix between his more aggressive rapping and his auto-tuned melody rapping.
I'm up in traffic, I ride with them guns, you know how we do every summer. Jump out the bed like fuck what it is, you know how I do for my brothers. Yeah, fucking these hoes all over the world, I never get groupies, my number.
It's a French Montana song that I basically have no complaints about, and that automatically makes it one of his best.
Never should have bet against me. Thought my anxiety was gonna wreck me. Thought my depression would get in my head for a second and leave, but it never left me.
Hey, did you guys know that I'm not a Tom MacDonald fan? It's been like 9 months since I fully made a video on him, so I thought I'd just have to remind you. But hey, I've never been the type of person to say that a rapper has no good songs just because I don't like them overall or disagree with a lot of their stuff. And Tom has a few good songs in my opinion. One of his biggest highlights for me is I Don't Care off of his Flowers for the Dead mixtape, which I briefly mentioned in my review of that project. Good production from Tom? Check. Good flows from Tom with switches that are just frequent enough? Check. An actual good sounding hook that doesn't make me wish I was a naked mole rat so that I could barely hear it? Check. No, I didn't have to Google animals that are mostly deaf just so I could find something to make that joke with. But genuinely, it's one of my favourite Tom MacDonald hooks that I've heard, with an appropriate use of autotune that mixes very well with the dramatic beat.
Everybody says I changed up, cause I had nothing and I came up, now I'm someone they're afraid of.
It's a pretty good song, just covering the ups and downs of him trying to make it and making it as a rapper. I believe that he actually can make good songs sometimes. I Don't Care is proof of that to me, but not every song from Tom MacDonald is an I Don't Care. I guess you could say that I don't care about most of them. Whoa.
Cause they in the way, them hoes be taking space. Don't take the bait.
Anyone pulling up to the Lil Pump show in Ulaanbaatar this week? Anyway, I won't take too long to talk about this song because it's not like it's anything crazy, but it's just a track that kind of reminds me of the allure that Lil Pump had towards the start of his career. In the way is different to what he usually puts out, with its more melodic sound over some guitar-based production. But it's the overall vibe it gives off of someone just fucking around and making simple, basic rap songs that gives me that early Lil Pump vibe. This single 2-minute song is more fun than pretty much anything that he had on his No Name project, his most recent one, with Ronnie J, which in my opinion was pretty much indistinguishable from Smokepurpp's Florida Jit project, which also featured Ronnie J heavily. They're both rapping about the same shit over the same type of beats using the same flows. And like I said, In The Way is nothing mind-blowing, but it's a nice vibe, and it's nice for a change from Lil Pump. I don't really want to hear music from Lil Pump anymore that sounds like it's trying to recapture the outdated 2018 SoundCloud simple banger heavy 808 sound. It's better to hear him branching off into a slightly different direction, and it just comes across as a lot more fun. Vibes Lil Pump over bangers Lil Pump in the 2020s.
Heard you a snitch, nigga be quiet cause you could get bitch. I keep a chopper, it's loaded. Hopper the Rose got my name on the curtain.
Speaking of Smokepurpp, here he is. I don't know if you guys remember, but way back in 2018 when I first heard Smokepurpp, I remember saying that I felt like he had a lot of potential and that he could go on to make great music if he continued to evolve his sound into new areas. I don't feel like that has happened now, and I actually feel like he's worse at the moment, but Fingers Blue is one of those songs that gave me that feeling of him having potential. Dark, grimy, and atmospheric with some of the hardest hitting Ronnie J production that I've ever heard. It's a banger. Travis Scott sounds amazing over this beat too, and my favourite part of the song is that bit at the end where both him and Smokepurpp give their own renditions of the hook.
I like counting hundreds till my fingers blue. Till my fingers blue. Till my fingers blue.
I may not love Purpp's music now, but this is a song that I'll always revisit from his Dead Star days.
Live Sheck West, bitch, I'm dying Sheck West. Bitch, live Sheck West, bitch, I'm dying Sheck West.
Every single time I talk about Sheck West, it's so hard to do it without the echoes of Mo Bamba reverberating throughout my brain. That might be one of the most annoying songs of all time, but it does have that one short segment during it where we get to see the really energetic, turn up side of Sheck West.
Oh, fuck. Shit, bitch. Yeah, Sheck West said I'm getting really rich.
And Live Sheck West is basically an entire song of that side of him. Sheck's shouting delivery might be a little bit overbearing for some people, but for me, a song like this just gets me so energized. I haven't heard many other Sheck songs that I enjoy quite like this. It also has some pretty dark bars behind the intense energy of the song.
It get tragic where I live, everything is negative. Hold the roaches in the crib, elevator full of piss.
It's a hard-ass song from a sound perspective, but it's also about how life and the projects of New York shaped Sheck West. I don't enjoy most of his music all that much, but this song is a diamond in the rough for me. So, those are a few songs that I really like from rappers that I personally don't so much. much. Share your own personal list of songs like this down in the comments below, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Things are going really good with the videos lately, and I'm really enjoying putting them out and just seeing more comments, seeing more of you guys watching them, and just seeing more support. It's really great. Click on the screen here to travel back 3 years ago to when I made the third video on this topic, and much love to all my Patreon supporters over there for supporting me. With a special love-filled shout out to my biggest supporters on there, and those are Agir, Big Daddy Foe, Griffin Upchurch, I Am Regent, Ronan Maverick, and Ryan Shadow 507.